Well, hello everyone. TheOntarioGardener here. Welcome back to Shitty Walk. Would you like to try some shitty chicken? We are back with Tier 1. Remember what we're doing with this. In last episode, it was an extended episode, which hopefully you all watched that, is we're going to be franchising these runs and then moving on to the next tier, the next tier, the next tier. Now, this map, you may say, this is a weird looking map. Yes, this map is the daily map, and the weekly map looks just as bad. But we're still doing the Chinese New Year, these lake maps, which I really do like. But I have it set up here pretty good. To recap what cards we have is we have stir fry. So right now it's this carrot and broccoli or combination. Exclusive, which is going to be good for money because, we're going to have fewer customers now because of all the dishes we have. So we have minus 15. Floats, this is soda floats as a dessert. So that's vanilla ice cream plus whatever color, whatever kind of soda as a dessert. So that's 15%. You have breakfast, which is toast, which is nothing. There's no reduction there. As far as a card for breakfast, if we get beans, I'll happily take beans because that will reduce 15%, and that really doesn't add any difficulty to the game, in my opinion. And then we also have soda, which is a starter. And then we have a wash basin, which it was either wash basin or it was reincarnation where you have to bring a heart with you. And I don't have any hearts, I don't think. If I do, I don't ever use them. So I'd take wash basin because as time goes on, we're going to be needing a sink that can hold 4 dishes. Even if anything other than just holding 4 dishes, it'll be very helpful. So regardless, both of that one or the other franchise card are both 30%. So we're at plus 30, plus 15, 0. So we're only at minus 15%. But with the lake maps, every 3 days you're going to get another food card. That's why I'm picking this. So we have a bit of a good setup here. We have our stuff for our stir fry section here. We have a wok here. We're only going to use one wok at a time. There's no reason to have two woks going. There's no point. We have our drinks here, and we have our ice cream for our floats, and we have our cups for both things. Now, I'd love to get coffee. I'd love to get ice cream, affogato, all these other things that would reduce customers that really doesn't add any complexity, in my opinion, to my runs or my game. I think so. Now, as we get more tables, these will be pushed up to here. So we could have 2 tables stacked to push the messes back, another 2 tables stacked, and then eventually we'll have another table set here that I want to end up with having 3 tables. But the way this kitchen is set up, until we start getting more dishes, which again, we have spice over here. These are actually doorways, so we could put things like the wok or things we don't really need very much, even over here, and then run through the door to get them. So I think we're going to be okay here. So we should get rolling. So remember my thing. If you have as many or fewer groups than you have tables, you call everybody at the beginning of the game because it's just the way it works. So we're going to need to get some bread on. I'm going to grab 1 wok. Now, if you remember at the end of last episode, we had the option to take burgers. And the reason why I didn't take burgers, despite them being super, super, super easy, I should have actually I should have swapped the plates. Can I portion from there? Because I have to then go here for the toast. Alrighty, so we could have done burgers, which are super, super simple. But that wouldn't have dropped our customers. That would have given us an extra 30% or 15%. I didn't want that. All right, of course, we have a combination here. Now, the way that starters and desserts work, and I say this every single time because I feel I need to repeat myself, especially for new viewers, is that if you have a or multiple starters, it doesn't matter if you have 1 starter or multiple starters, every group will order a starter, but not everybody in the group will order a starter. Right? So that's where you can luck out, which is opposite of how desserts work. Desserts, if a customer orders a dessert, if a group orders a dessert, everybody in the group will order a dessert. But desserts are not guaranteed. So it's kind of, you have to figure it out what works for you. Personally, I shouldn't say always, depending on what a dessert is. I would always pick a starter over a dessert. But then again, you may say, well, maybe you wouldn't do that. It's tricky. There's no. It depends, I guess, what it is, because it's in every group. So if you have individual dining, everybody's going to be ordering a starter. But regardless of how, so right now we expect a group, so we're guaranteed to have at least 2 starters, up to a possibility of 4, because we could have 2 double groups. Then with the desserts, if we have one group ordering a dessert that's a double right away, that's the same thing, right? So it's half dozen of one and one or the other, or whatever you want to call it. I think what I want to do is, I'm not really having much issues with messes. So I'm just going to buy the table. I'm going to buy the table, and I guess I'll just stick it here. These are irrelevant. These are going to do nothing for us. This should block messes because they can go one tile. I will buy, I'm trying to think what I want to buy. I want to buy, or not buy, I'm going to save the research desk. Hopefully we get another one tomorrow, which would be ideal. And then again, but since we're doing tier runs here, we're not going into far into overtime or at all. So I don't really need tons of automation. Plus, when you have this kind of tiered run here, it's hard to have lots of automation. I'm gonna actually, I can do it in the sink like I did before, because until we actually need the sink, which we can use the basin for that, then we should be good to go here. I could also put this like this, which I might just do that instead, because the messes should be the same. Like, messes can go one tile, but they can't go over, like they shouldn't spawn here at all. And this might actually be okay like this, because we could put a table. I mean, we're all good. No re-rolling, no researching. We're just gonna, we bought our plates and we bought the table, so that's good to go. I'll get a loaf on, because that's really the only prepping that we need to do in the beginning of the day, is prep a loaf. We can get these prepped, I guess, if we want to. It doesn't really matter. I mean, stir fry, I don't mind doing stir fry. It's fine. But I like the fact that I have other options, because it does cut down on how the complexity of the stir fry. Because if you have all 5 ingredients, or even 3 ingredients, it makes it quite difficult, in my opinion. It's just more challenging. Now, one other tip that I'm going to give you guys here is that if you have your sink or a cooking appliance too close to, that might burn. Oh, I did burn it, didn't I? Whoopsies. If you have a cooking device or a sink too close to your tables, you'll have an icon showing that it's too close, right? And basically it'll be, it's going to do that. And you may say, well, why did you do that? Well, because I know the plates are going to spawn here, and I have a free table here. So there's no point for me to clean all the dishes up, because it doesn't matter, right? I'll show you exactly what I mean. Because if you put a plate on top of a plate, or top of a table where customers are, say, quote, eating, they'll still spawn the plates on top of where the other plates go. And if you have two, as long as you have a free table, like I have a free table here, you could leave these dirty and you could still serve them their next course. So that's a good tip for everybody. Now, again, we're not making as much money because, right, so I'm going to buy another table because now we have 3 groups. So what I want to do is I want to bump this back. And then what we'll do is, I think what we'll do, because we're not really using these counters, I think I'm going to bump this back. Oh, I can't do it like that, can I? If I leave this, hold on, if I do it like that, turn this one off, I don't need to do that, and then take this, actually just take this table, push this one here, push this one, oh, I can't do it, I have to leave this open then, don't I? Not if I put it here, I don't have to. I can put this here. Excuse me. I can put this here. Like, we're not using the counters here. We're not using them. So I'm just, there's here. So I think this is fine. Turn these off so they don't spawn back. Turn this one back on. It's a bit of a janky setup. It's just, I want to keep buying tables. Eventually, I want to have a table here, table here, table here, all 3s. So we need to buy 2 more tables because we shouldn't get more than 3 groups, at least towards the end, because we're going to get another card after today that should drop our groups, etc., etc. I like this. I just hate that there's a carrot sticking up. It's really unpleasant to look at. I just hate this. I hate the carrot. Sorry, AJ, I hate the carrot. All right, so no research test this time. I think we're still fine, so we're just going to call everybody again. There's no reason not to call everybody. There's just no reason, because we have plenty of plates. We have plenty of Well, we don't have to clean dishes. Well, we have to clean a little bit of dishes. Wait for this to finish up. All right, let's get you out first. You want a green machine. These are soda, by the way. This isn't the floats. The floats are at the end, obviously. That's a dessert. I might as well get them all out. Again, we're not that we're pressed for time. You can. I always say, you know, if you're struggling with patience, milk those timers. And it sounds kind of silly, but it's exactly that. It's, you know, let the timers go way, way, way down. Like, I wouldn't have to take anybody else's order for a long, long time. But since we're not really struggling with orders right now, all right, we're gonna need another broccoli. The only issue here is because we're only rocking one hob, is we do have a little bit of a wait if 2 people want a stir fry. But I mean, honestly, it's not that big a deal. Again, look at those timers. The timers aren't anywhere near being empty. So just keep on rolling. There we go. And then we're going to go to this group here. If we want a broccolette. And you may say, oh, you know, you should automate. Well, the thing is, what are we going to automate here, honestly? There's nothing to automate. That's why, I mean, I love my automation runs. You guys, I love also having tables like this, by the way. There we go. It's because the group ordered dessert. That means everybody in the group orders a dessert. Just like here, we're going to have 2 desserts coming up. Okay, you stick the one here. Stick the other one here. And you may say, oh, it's so messy with the plates. Yeah, but I don't have to clean plates now. There you go. 5 customers, 5 plates. Stir fry still brings in the most money, but I think we're doing quite okay here. All right, let's keep on rolling. Ooh, okay. So, excuse me. So both of these are fine. So, I mean, there should be an obvious choice here, right? Like, the obvious choice to me is stir fry sauce. And the reason why is because right now we have stir fry and we have breakfast. So right away, the amount of stir fry orders are essentially cut in half. If we do bamboo, we have to have the bamboo plant. We have to get a pot stack. We have to cook the bamboo on another sort of hob or in the oven, and then you only get 3 portions of that, by the way. So I think going with soy sauce is the way to go, because all it does is grabbing the soy sauce container and putting it on the table. That's all you got to do. Is really, I'm surprised our groups didn't come down. Actually, that kind of doesn't worry me. It just kind of annoys me a little bit. So I think what we'll do is, let's see if we get a table. We got, okay, baby. Yes, we got 2 things now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the woks here. We're doing fine with Monet. I can still grab the wok through this. I can just do practice mode real quick just to double check that you can still grab corners. Yep, you can. Okay, good. And then what we'll do is I'm going to buy. I would love to get 2 tables, but we're still getting staples. Basically, these are all staple items plus a table. Even though we bought plates, we bought tables, you still get these staple items. It's just you get that typically from days 1 to 5. We're going to do this, and I'm actually going to put it. Excuse me. I'm debating about putting it. I think I'm going to put it here because we're not getting messes from any of these tables right now. We still want the dishes to spawn here. Turn this one off here, and the soy sauce could sit. The soy sauce should literally sit here because I can still hit these tables. Yeah, I can still serve these tables. I just will have to clean the dishes instead of serving them that way. I mean, we're not really using. I think we're just going to leave the stir fry here. The soy sauce, excuse me, the soy sauce here. All right, we're rolling along here. This is still hitting this because it's corner to corner, despite it not looking like it is. But if you have that beaker up here, you know it's hitting, so we're good to go. Still 3 groups, which I thought we would have dropped to 2, but that's okay. And again, call everybody. And this is where you're saying, okay, well, you have your research desk. What happens if you get a blueprint desk? Well, sometimes you can't call everybody then because you're going to miss out on a blueprint. But I don't know if we're going to go blueprint desk, do we? We don't know if we're going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. This is probably going to be done. 3, 2, 1, and done. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay, there we go, guys. I'm just going to try to prep some of this stuff. And use those timers. There's no reason. Everybody's a double order today. So we're gonna have a bunch of drinks. Do that one, and then again, if you're worried about being able to serve customers in time, just do something like this. Watch. Take this one, stick this one here, right? Go to your next order, serve this one here, and then come back and grab this one, and they're both ready for you. Again, I could milk that timer all the way down. And since these tables have already been served, regardless if there's instant ordering, it does not matter. You can stick stuff on the table. Back to here, we want a full boat, a full double, a double. We want this up. We do still have messes with this. That's the only issue. And we have a broccoli. Yeah, we're still having messes with these, but I mean, there's really you could cook stir fry in an oven. I mean, which wouldn't be a terrible idea, honestly, because it can't burn. Now here you have to wait because they may want soy sauce, but you slap it on the table anyway. There you get no soy sauce for them. Doesn't matter. No dessert. All right, we got another toast going. I mean, toast is super simple, by the way. And again, if you're worried about not being able to serve them in time, slap this down here. They want it? Nope. There we go. Perfect. No dessert again. I mean, as much as I love desserts because they're fun and they bring in a lot more money, there's no real need to have desserts if you don't want them. In terms of people ordering the desserts, you know what I mean? Not having them. Kind of good here. We have double stir fry is a bit of more of a pain because it's just timing. So this is the only instance where maybe having a separate hob would be good. We should actually cook it in here. It's not gonna. Well, I guess it could still burn, right? You want the soya? Yes, I do. Perfect. And also no dessert. Come on, guys. Come on now. That's fine. We're making 100 coins a day. We're not spending anything. We're not spending. So tomorrow's Deco Day. We're starting to not get staples now, which is good. All right, we have one more table. I mean, we're not really getting messes now anyway, but this is fine. So the question is, what do we do here? We're not using this. We're not using the basin at all. Because until we have more groups than we do tables, we're not going to need the basin. And I mean, if I really wanted to, I could put one table here, 2, 3. I could put 4 tables here comfortably. So if we ever get up to 4 consistent groups, I may switch that around a little bit. I'm not worried, though. I think we're perfectly fine. I mean, if this wall would be 1 tile back, it'd be good instead of it being 3 wide. Because then you could have all the tables push back 1 more, but that's okay. So I think what I want to do here is I actually want to buy the copy desk. You may say, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Well, because I don't need... I mean, workstations would be nice, too, compared to hobs, though. I think I want to go workstation. No, I want to go hob. Excuse me, guys. Because having a blueprint desk in this run isn't going to be that helpful because we're not looking to really automate anything. And because we're not looking to automate anything, a blueprint desk is kind of more of a hindrance than a help. And this is my opinion, of course. It all depends on how you play, of course. You're just watching me do it the way I like doing it. 3, 2, 1, and done. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got the single order of drink. Drank it up. And we got a red bird. And because we have countertops in between each one here, there's really very little pressure to deliver things quickly. Or, not quickly isn't the right word. But I don't have to put that one on the table and then rush back here. I don't have to do that. Speaking of that, I want to do my research right now. So the only other, I have the Prep Ghost mod, which you guys have seen, which is very good. I also have a mod that allows hobs to cycle. Because, I mean, in my opinion, if sinks cycle... and bin cycle and mixer cycle, why shouldn't everything else cycle? To me, it doesn't really make sense that it doesn't. So there is a mod out there that lets other things cycle. I'm not using that one. Oh, look at this double toast. Get some. I'm not using that mod at the moment. I'm going to tell you that it does exist. I'm not sure if it's bugged still or not because I have tried it and it doesn't seem to work really. Where it allows you to cycle things like tables, countertops, etc., etc. They don't want it. Oh, come on now. But what I'm getting at, the point I'm getting at here is what this means is it allows us next day to research, or research a hob again, and it'll just cycle through. And here we're going to do that, and then we have tons of time. Stir fry takes forever to. We're going to slap that on the soya. Oh, no, okay. Because I can't reach the corner of this table down here now, I do have to clean these dishes before I give them their desserts, which is not a big deal, honestly. And we can stick this one like this. Slap that right there, no problem. I got to run around. I mean, the soy sauce here is a bit of a nuisance, but I'm not sure where else to put it, where it would make sense, in my opinion. Alrighty. Deco Day. I should buy some decorations. Now remember, everything's going to be 25% off, by the way, remember? Because it is it's the Chinese New Year maps. Or the lake maps. So that's 2. And then, we don't have anything else that provides 2. That stinks. I guess we'll do candelabra. Or, okay, well, here's the thing. So I could re-roll. Like, this cost me 45, right? And give me 2. So that's 22.2. 22.5 each. So if this is for 8 coins, because I'd be saving 15 coins when I'm rolling for 10 coins. So I think I'm going to roll one time. I think you may think this is silly. Because I want... Oh, you know, we got a statue. I think I'm just going to buy. I'm going to spend the cash. And you know what? We have enough to buy one more thing. So we'll buy the painting. I really didn't want to do it that way, but you know what? Whatever. Because of this being 25% off, each diamond only costs 25 coins versus 22.5. So the statues are no-brainers here. And anyway, we're going to continue on. I'm not going to take one of these out here because I don't want to have to research it. I don't want to have to copy it again. But I think what we'll do is we have 4 groups now. I hate that we have 4 groups now. Why do we have 4 groups? I mean, I could get tricky here and put a table here. Maybe should I just do that? Because I like I'm going to do that. I'm going to. Well, yeah, we don't. The sinks is for the dough, which is fine. I think I'm going to put it. This is a bit sneaky here, guys. Excuse me. So you put a table here. Turn this back on. Because guess what? We can still call everybody. And this isn't going to hinder us at all. Do we want any of this? Yeah, maybe, I guess. Maybe this one go here. Do you have any good floorings? Oops. Are these the only floorings we have? I don't really care for any of these. I guess that's fine. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like concrete, I guess. Brushed concrete. Let's just do all kind of pea yellow, brown coloring. Because why not? All right, let's bang out this day, and then we'll see what card we get. Still going to call everybody because we have 4 groups. But again, it's going to keep ticking up. So the next 2 days, we should only have 3 groups because we're going to get another card, remember? I can still reach everything as normal. Say they should be able to fit through there. Without too many issues. All right, we got this. The only issue is I don't have any place to put this now, so I have to kind of put it here, which is not. Oh, so many single groups today. They're like all single groups. No, there's one doublet group, which is super easy, by the way. Might as well serve all the starters because everybody's going to take a starter. Double grain. We can stick this one right here even. Doesn't matter. Alright, we'll serve you up. And I think I'm just going to do my research here. Because like I said, we have the mod that allows you to cycle hobs. Which I honestly think is... It makes sense to me. What do you want, my friend? Do you want a toasty with the mosty? No problem. Done and done. Want the soya? I'm going to put it here. No soya, okay. Oh, you want dessert though. That stinks. So I'll just put this. I guess I could bring the basin up here. They want a blue floaty. Blue floater. I wouldn't drink a root beer float or a float at all. That looks like that, but hey, someone got to eat it, right? So what we'll be able to do next round is, depending on what card we get, of course, we do need to make some money. We're doing okay on cash. We're not terrible. Could be better, but you know what? You could always be better on cash. That's for sure. Let's just shut this down. Serve you. Oh, no. Serve you. Yeah. Want some soya? Nope. Oh, you bugger. It's very sometimes hit or miss when they're going to order it. There we go. That's everything. Hey, that's everybody. That was a pretty good day. Pretty easy day. All right. See what card we get. Trying to do a decent amount of timing on these runs now. So, okay, I mean, I did say earlier I'd take beans. So, if we get steak stir fry, all that does is it gives us another element. It doesn't really make it harder because meat takes a little bit longer to chop, but it doesn't make it any harder. There's nothing extra. It's just another option for them. If we take breakfast beans, however, you have to have a bean container in the pot, but it's so simple though. It's so simple to do, right? So, I mean, if we take stir fry now, the other stir fry one, we have a chance of getting beans next time, but we do the same thing. So I think I'm a bit torn here, honestly, because it gives us a bean bin and also gives us pot stack, which you have to then dink around with. But it's so simple, though. We're not going to need more than one bean. I don't know. Stir fry. You know what, guys? I know some of you guys don't like these cliffhangers, but we're leaving this. I mean, both of these are very viable choices. Both would not add any complexity to me at all. Steak stir fry is just another one bin, and you have to chop the meat, which takes a little bit of time, but again, no real big deal. Beans, you add the pot stack and the bean bin, and then you have to cook the beans. So there's a few more steps involved with it, and you have to have a place to put the beans. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? All right, guys, we're going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. It would be much appreciated. And if you're enjoying this series or any other video on my channel, hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. Love the continued support, guys, and I'll catch you in the next Shitty Walk episode. Tier 2. Tier 1 next episode. Welcome back to Shitty Walk. Take care now.